Oh hey, didn't see you there. My name's Senpai, and today I'm answering your Smash questions. Jesus Christ. Kill me. Have you played the Melee HD mod for Smash 4? You might like it. I haven't, and I need to, and I'm really excited to. So as soon as I get my hands on it, I will play the shit out of that. My first to put it at DreamHack can moonwalk across the stage. I 3-0 him viciously. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So how useful is moonwalking? But there are much more beneficial things to practice. Absolutely, and this guy is proof of that. Any thoughts on Mario in the current meta? Yeah, Mario's a good character, except the fact that his aerials are crap. And what I mean by that is not that his aerials are crap, he doesn't have a strong enough killing aerial. If he had doxed forward air, he would be a really good, he'd be a pretty good character. The problem is, Nair doesn't kill to like 150. And that's the strongest Nair with questionable DI. So, super fast, can combo really well, but you have to get lucky with a random F smash, or like a down smash to some crazy high percenter in Nair. So, it's kind of like Youngling syndrome. You know, he can combo pretty well, he's got good movement, he's fast, he just can't secure the kill. I just think Doc's better, personally. It's scary how similar in every way you are to Elvis the Alien. It's like if he was a Smash channel, love it. So Elvis the Alien, my brother actually introduced me to Elvis the Alien a few weeks ago. Okay, if I was like Elvis the Alien, it would be more like this. Here's a picture of Star Fox with a huge fucking dick, and that's gotta be at least 10 feet long. I can't do his left. Multi-shines, how mucho can you do? Timmy Foreskin?
Foreskin Tim?
Oh shit, dude, I don't know. I can consistently do 2 in every match. I mean, I can consistently double shine every time I shine. But I think, honestly, that's all you really need. 5? Who knows? Okay, so I hear a lot of talk about canceling. What is it though? How do you do it? Why do you do it? Can you do a Smash series about how to go from casual to serious play, teaching things like wave dashing, canceling, dash dancing, how to do it all? If you already have, sorry, lol. I absolutely can do that, and I can give you my painful experiences on the way to learning it too, if you want. It takes the landing lag of an aerial and cuts it in half, right? So you can do it with L, R, or Z. It doesn't have to be the L button. Now, I have my own reason why I think L canceling is in the game. I think the programmers were thinking, okay, so this guy's coming down with an aerial and he clicks shield right before he lands, because, oh my god, he's coming down with an aerial, but he sees someone is about to hit him. So he wants to hurry up and finish the aerial real quick and then shield. Right? I think that was the reason it was programmed in the game. So you can do an aerial and immediately go to shield, and it just turned into something that could be abused. So you could do an aerial without shielding afterwards, and it just exploded into this crazy competitive game that we have now. But so I think it was another like happy mistake. Click L, R, or Z. Just tap. You don't have to full press. You can, but you don't need to. And just light tap it 7 frames or less before you hit the ground. Ideally, you want to hit it 1 frame before you hit the ground. That's perfect. And also in the 20XX hack pack, you can change your L canceling landing timing from 7 frames to less. I highly recommend doing that, especially if you're having trouble with L canceling. I switched to 5. Trust me, dude, if you practice on 5 frames and you can never miss it in practicing, you'll never miss it when you're actually playing a real match. So, highly recommend doing that. Yeah, so the very, very, very first thing if you're trying to be good, if you're trying to get into competitive Melee, is learn how to L cancel. That changes the entire game. It's the single most important thing when it comes to competitive Melee. I know people are like, wave dashing and shield drop. No, L canceling. Easy, not even comparable. SSBM tutorials are great videos on how to learn Texico. Here's their video of L canceling. What, you're just gonna take, you just gotta keep pointing people on different channels and you're gonna take away all my peeps from my channel? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I'm not a huge fan of the face cam. The editing is annoying and I really enjoy hearing your voice on top. Okay, what, am I not pretty enough for you? Is that what you're saying, huh? This is not good enough for you? You can't bear to look at my unsightly appearance while I talk to you about Smash? You want me to hide my face behind some gameplay and just voice over like everybody else? Why, am I not good enough for you? Huh? Who do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, I look like Anthony from Smosh. I mean, any tips on up tilting quickly and nairing? Maybe my left thumb is just super dumb. I always fail to nair or up tilt. I play puff. Also, H-box. Okay, just remember when you're doing up tilt, you don't need to go very far, okay? You just need to go like that. Like, you barely need to do anything. Everybody's trying to up tilt like this. You don't need that. Just, can you see that? Can you see that? Just go like that. to go like that to up tilt. Don't do that, just do that. Well, this isn't really good for Puff, I guess, but just FYI, if you wave dash and hold up, you won't jump because you're crouching, right? So when you're sliding in that wave dashing animation, which is 10 frames plus your jump squat, so it's normally 13 to 15, unless you're Bowser, it's 18 because Bowser's terrible. So while you're shifting over, you can hold up all the way and just click A. But yeah, just for everybody, just in general, you just barely need to hold up to do up tilt. Okay, you don't need to do that much. When it comes to Nair, are you holding the control stick like H-Bot does with this finger, like I think he does it like that, like he just kind of does that, or are you doing it like this? The second you click Nair, your finger's off the control stick and it's neutral, and then as soon as you input Nair, you can immediately go back to using the control stick to change your momentum again. What you could do is practice Nairing on Fox, and I guarantee if you can Nair with Fox, you can Nair with Puff. So I don't know how helpful that was, but yeah, up tilt, you need to hold up a little bit, but you don't need to hold up that much. Nair, just make sure the control stick is neutral when you click it. That's it. Do you think Homemade Waffles is hurting the popularity of Falco? He plays Falco, but every time he's on commentary, he just says how bad he is. I personally recall him saying that Falco loses to Fox, Marth, Sheik, Peach, Puff, Falcon, and Ices. Even though I play Falco, I feel like if I was to pick up the game now after listening to his commentary, I'd probably make a different choice. What do you think? I think that people are very easily influenced by what the commentators are saying, and that's not a good thing. I think maybe in the last couple years, Falco's popularity is hurting a bit because there aren't a lot of Falco-only players. Back when PPMD was playing, even though he's playing progressively more Marth, there was still a god-level player, or at least a top-level player, that was playing a lot more Falco. I just think the way the metagame is right now, and people talking about just how good Fox is, and Fox is really good, that Falco kind of gets swept under the rug. But it wasn't too long ago when Mewtwo King was throwing up his tier list about how he thought Falco was the best character in Smash. Now he's always had a problem with Falco, and I can understand that as a Marth Sheik player. But yeah, I don't think it's impacting Falco as much as you're implying, but I do think it probably is impacting Falco. And you know, the metagame has shifted. Several years ago, Falco was a lot more popular. Any of the top 8 characters have potential to be amazing. I never thought anyone who played Falcon would ever get to top 10, and I was wrong. There was not 1 but 2 people at top 10 this year who made Falcon. So you know, it just shows that just because a character's been played a certain way for such a long time that they can't be pushed to new heights. Keep playing Falco. There's nothing wrong with Falco. He's a fantastic character. You just need to play him intelligently. Everybody falls in the mindset of playing Falco so aggressively. What's a lot scarier is a Falco that plays aggressively and then takes that off. Putting the pressure on and then taking it off, not so much to give them room to breathe, but kind of just confusing them, like lasering them like crazy and then dash dancing in front of your face is a lot scarier than someone who always runs in lasers and tries to do something, because that's predictable. In Smash, in karate, in any fighting game or real life, there's nothing scarier than an unpredictable fighter. So if you're unpredictable, holy shit, that's the last person I want to fight. If you're predictable, even if you're very aggressive, I'll have a lot more confidence because I'll just concoct a counter to beat you. Everything has a counter. If there was something that didn't have a counter, everybody would spam it, right? Yo, I love those FNAF videos. Very entertaining to watch. You should go back. They were great. I love FNAF. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I love Friday Nights at Freddy's. I think it's fantastic. And the last one came out, so I actually want to go back and play all of them. So I don't know if I'm going to do it on Twitch or on YouTube, but yes, let's do it, 100%. Thoughts on Smash 4? I love to watch Melee, but it really isn't my game of choice. Oh geez, here we go. All right, let's split everybody. You know, I've played a few games of Smash 4, and when I first heard Smash 4 was coming out, I'm like, all right, it's probably going to be better than Brawl, but it's not going to be quite as comboable as Melee. Nintendo's just not going to make a game like that. They're just not going to make a game like they did with Melee, because a lot of stuff is accidental. And I was right. It turned out that, you know, the combo game is much better than it was in Brawl. There actually is a combo game. And characters a little bit faster. I think Smash 4 is a fantastic party game. In the true essence of what Smash Bros. Is supposed to be, a party game, I think Smash 4 is such a great game. It looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. And I'm not someone who harps on graphics. I really could care less. I mean, I'm still playing Melee, and I still play tons of games from like the late 90s and early 2000s. So graphics is not something I'm big on, but it does look really good. I don't play Smash 4, so I don't have a lot of knowledge, so I don't want to be telling you guys the wrong thing or anything, but, you know, I've heard lots of the combos are a lot more auto. Like, there's a lot of, like, once you get a grab and you down throw or whatever, there's a lot of auto stuff that you can do, which is kind of, I mean, I like the DI mix-ups a lot more. It makes the game a lot more fresh and keeps it interesting. But it's just not something that I want to play competitively. There's not much more to say than that. You know, I have PM, and apparently there's that new Melee version of Smash 4, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. Whenever I play a game that's not Melee or Project M, just not having wave dashing, just being able to shift around, it's just really, it's really hard for me to play it, you know, it's almost painful, so. I don't hate it, but it's just not something that I would play, so there you go. What to do when you do stupid grammar mistakes in a 3-line question. Should I ask my questions in French? Why doesn't Peach only pulls beam swording and stitches? It's okay. You should see the unedited version of this take. Good God. Why doesn't Peach only pull beam swords and stitches? Well, that would be broken as hell, first of all. She'd be the most broken character by far. That would be unfair. How do you beat a laser-heavy Falco as Marth? I will give you this little point of advice. So Marth and Sheik both have frame 5 attacks. So Marth has a jab that comes out frame 5 and covers a pretty big range, and Sheik has F tilt. So using those, not spam, but use those to, right after the laser hits to kind of deflect their next attack coming in is a good idea. Let's say you're here, right? The Falco's here. If Falco can get to you in 1 short hop laser space or 2 short hop laser spaces, that's the wrong place to be. You want to be in this place where if he does a short hop laser, he's right in front of you. Okay? You want to constantly be playing around in that space and a half. That's where you want to live. That's going to make him second guess his laser approach because you'll be able to counter him. If he can laser you and end up right on you where you can get a shine, that's good for him. Okay, so just be aware of your spacing and make sure you're using your jab or your F tilt, whatever it is. Throw out some hitboxes to get him off you. When it comes to Marth, if you're crouching, because Marth has a crazy good crouch, super low to the ground. If you power shield, right? So you just time your shield right when the laser would hit you. If you crouch, there's actually, I believe, a 7-frame window that as the laser is going over you, whenever you click shield, it'll reflect it back. Ice, I think Ice is the big one who made this popular, but it makes power shielding so much easier. Okay, so I'm playing around with that. Anybody with a low crouch can also do that. So power shielding, using your quick moves, wave dashing out of shield, very important skill to have, so make sure you have that as well. Who wins the Fox Marth matchup? At low levels, I think Marth wins no problem. What you have to understand is both of these guys can wreck each other. If they get a grab, they could easily give 60% to the other guy. Fox, 1 grab, up throw, up air, he's gonna get 3 up airs there, that's 60%. You know, Marth, as we've seen by Muta King, you can end a stock off of a Fox from 1 grab. So they both can destroy each other. At the lowest level, I think Marth is just easier to use, and it's easier to edgeguard, smash spam your way to victory, so I think Marth wins. I think at the mid-level, Fox has realized that as long as they get in deep to Marth and stay there, and just stay on his shield, they're gonna win the matchup. So I think Fox has a slight edge at the mid-level, and at the highest level, I think it's even again, because both players know the strengths and weaknesses. The Marth players have fantastic punish games. The Fox players know how to get Marth's zone and get several aerials off and then get back out. So I truly think it's 50-50. For Marth, don't swing your sword too often. For Fox, don't just nair like an idiot. Up and coming Pikachu here. I'm glad to hear, man. That's awesome. What's the best way to get back into Melee after not playing for a while? Okay, here's the best way. However good you were when you stopped, that person does no longer exist. That era no longer exists, okay? There's going to be a lot of people better than you. There's going to be a lot of people that are just wee lads, wee little kids that are better than you now, and that's fine. What I like to do whenever I take, I think my longest break was about like a year and a half or 2. Just play a different character. Just play a different character. Just play around and get used to the game again, but from a different perspective. That's one of the reasons why I like PM so much, because whenever I go to PM and play a different character, or even play the same characters with different engine, different combo trees, it's refreshing. It gives you a slightly different perspective of the game. Did I answer your Smash question? I hope so, and if I didn't, well, you gotta leave a comment. So leave a comment for the next one, and I will answer it as soon as I possibly can, which will probably be in the next week or so. depending upon when you commented. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.